Hello everyone, my name is Julia, I'm bridal creator of projects SoulDress Porto and couture. And today we will make review of the latest fashion show of the SoulDress Porto, A Love Tale, which happened this January 18 in Alfândega do Porto. Event white wedding, and let's see. The name of the show is A Love Tale. Why? Because I was inspired by the new film of Luc Besson, Dracula, Love Tale. It's a story about the love, internal love, which was existing through the years, through the distances, and I found it super right, super inspiring exactly for this fashion show, because I didn't want just to show the dresses, just to make a runway show. I wanted to show something bigger, to show some light, some hopes that love exists no matter what, no matter like which circumstances now in your life. If you search for it, if you really want it, one day you will get it. And inspiration was not just this story, but also the music, the aesthetic of this movie, senses of the movie, and the full atmosphere. So I was like a director of the show. I picked the light, I picked the full music, I wrote, created the text which was like before the fashion show, and of course I created and styled all the looks that we showed on this show. We had 27 of them. The main brand that we showed, it was Rare Avis, main partner of the SoulDress. We have exclusivity in the country, so you can find this brand only in the SoulDress. Especially for the event, brand sent us some exclusive couture looks, which also were in this event. And we got a lot of attention, a lot of people came to support us, we have a lot of pictures, but today we will see pictures of amazing photographer Rui Cardoso, which works in the North Portugal, but he is available for all around the world. Special thanks to him who captured all the beautiful moments, and let's watch it. And the show opener was dress Aureli, mini dress with amazing waistline, because you can see in the front area it's like flat, but just on the side we have that cute volume which makes amazing silhouette, like a princessy cute mood. Dress is made of natural silk, so the fabric is very delicate, it's very light, and this is a perfect second look for your bridal dress. Or if you add the detachable long skirt, it can be like even the main dress, you will have a two-in-one look. And pay attention on the accessories, because it was not just about the dress, it was about the full look. I added there off-fingers gloves with volume pearls. These pearls look like a rain, very delicate, like falling from the hands. And watching this veil, it's simple and minimalistic from the one side, but if you watch how it's like on the head, it's all beaded and it's like a real hat. I think when you don't want to make something extra in your accessory but want something special, this is the one, this is the look. Model Leticia showed it in the most beautiful and perfect way. The second look names Prima, and this is a transforming dress, because maybe you couldn't see this, but inside we have a beaded amazing mermaid with the thin straps with open back part, and on top of this there is a satin tail with a corset, also beaded with some pearls on the corset part, with a super volume on the sides. Also gives this a bit like Rococo vibe, matching the aesthetic of the show, but also if you're a bride, pay attention, it can be super option for you if you wanna like also transform your look. So you start like this, then take off for the party, you stay with a mermaid, and also pay attention on these amazing sleeves made of the same fabric as the dress, beaded, delicate and super modern. Let's move to look number 3. It's a variation of look Canna. If you watch our website, you can see that with the name Canna there are a lot of looks, but what is the same? It's a corset. So it's separate corset and separate skirt, and we have variety of them, variety of combination. But why for this fashion show I picked this? Because I find it very, very romantic, very gentle, very princessy. Look at the veil. It's embroidered with the same flowers like on the skirt, so it's like full set that is still minimalistic despite of these flowers boom on the skirt and on the veil. And I absolutely in love with these dark lips. I think it's matching the idea of the fashion show, aesthetic of the set design. And important part, after the wedding, if you wear this corset with some blazers, jeans, wear not just one-time look. I think it's super cool when you can wear your bridal outfit not just for one day. Next look is Amberia. Why this look was included in the collection in this fashion show? Because I find it also a bit gothic, a bit princessy, romantic. There is no sparkles, it's just a lace, very delicate. But look at the bust part, like how it's on the corset, how it's done on the corset in a heart shape, how soft it is and how timeless it is. I'm absolutely in love with the makeup and hair that makeup artist that was done especially for this look, because I think also it's in a dark gothic aesthetic. If you want something timeless, something that all people will understand and love, I think this is it. Super beautiful, sleeves are detachable, and I think what also makes it special is that wide sleeves. Next look, and we meet here dress mezzo. From one side it's super minimalistic, super classy because it's a satin dress with a trendy V-waist bust line. But what makes it special and what's the reason why it's here on the fashion show, it's that unique type of embroidery, it's volume. It's made of some white and a bit silver beads, and of course a special attention on this amazing cape. If you watch a back part of it, it's like a wings. If you watched the movie Dracula, probably you saw that gargoyles with the wings. So I found here also an inspiration, and I think this dress put you in the movie line. The next dress calls Massima, and I think here like no explanation needed why it was included in the fashion show. For me, this neck part and neck part of the dress, it's full like Dracula smile. You can see by these angles, you can see it by this special metallic line under the cups. And of course, what makes it special, the dress, it's not like even V, it's like U line on the waist, and your silhouette will be just wow, balanced, amazing. And look at this cape. Besides it's gorgeous here in front, on the back part it's full embroidered, in this case with French phrases, but based on bride's story. We can make any signature on any language, and I find it super personalized, super romantic. And also look at the bottom of the dress with the flowy pearl lines. I think super much with the fashion show, and we have this dress in white color in Porto and in a nude color with a bit of transparency in Lisbon. The next dress called Esperando, and this is 2-in-1 dress. Includes amazing body-fitted mermaid gown. I would even call it not a mermaid but more like a straight, because you couldn't find like a lot of volume on the bottom part. And then we have here detachable lace volume skirt, and I'm in love with that pearl embroidery on the bust area. I added there a necklace of pearls. Originally, if you also watch catalog, we have some choker which can also be added there. Super romantic, super gorgeous, and if you wanna make like that wow emotional look, this is a big yes, because not only lace but also small transparent sequins are embroidered onto this dress. Next look, one of my favorites actually, because I like everything amazing shapes, like unusual. The name of the dress is Birriere, and it's made of some unique, amazing textured fabric. It's like a cloud. You always want to touch it, you want to move it, move the skirt. It's super flowy, it's super nice to touch. This volume cloud bust is detachable, so when you take it off you get like a V-waist line. I'm absolutely in love with this corset, also like a lot of falling pearls. Look at these gloves, also with a touch of pearls and the same lace like the dress has. For the veil I picked also matching fabric, just a tulle with a gradient of pearls. On the top it's more, and then it's like next look. I think super different and super in the topic of the fashion show called Noir. It's also available in our Porto store in a white color, and here was shown a black variation of this. And yes, we received some brides who wants a black dress, and imagine bride wearing black and her fiancé wearing white. Super different, super unique. I'm always happy to get some untypical requests, and I'm always like, yes, we can find something perfect for you. Or black looks. I find it amazing if you wear for your for the beginning of the wedding, for the ceremony, white, like a classy bride, and then for the night you change it for the black one. I think it's a super yes, super gothic, super romantic. Lace is amazing, and the tail is detachable. Next dress calls Ancora. This dress includes this romantic jacket, very vintage in my opinion. Some volume on the shoulders and volume romantic sleeves, touch of lace, a lot of sparkles. Imagine you going to the church, covering your shoulders, and then take it off for the party to feel a lot like a princess. Next look, I'm also absolutely in love. I hope our guest understood why I put this choker. Dress calls Minori. Minori also has a lot of variations because Minori is just a corset, and then we can include different skirts and make it super personalized to you and to your style. And this model wears a pearl choker, and on the side you can see red pearls. And of course it's a reference to Dracula, to vampire storyline. Of course this is not a love of our Dracula who is searching for his love, because his love, he never bited, and this lady with a touch of Dracula bite. And this Minori corset was accomplished in this look with natural silk skirt. You can see how playful and how flowy it is. In this dress, in this look, we showed a semi-transparent skirt, but of course if you don't wanna be that much naked, you just add inside inner layer and it will be same flowy but without any transparency. And same for this dress, corset, wear with some blazers, jeans, skirts. It will be a favorite piece of item in your wardrobe. Next dress in the fashion show was dress Giselle, semi-transparent mermaid. On the sides you can see leg silhouette. Also it can be done with some underlayer. It can be actually nude underlayer if you like the vibe of being transparent but without being transparent. I added their semi-transparent lace scarf. It's a big trend of this season, and that's cute details like bows on the shoulders, some pearls. I think also gives a romantic vibe. That's why we see it here on the fashion show. Feminine corset part on the back. The next dress is super different. It's called Cornelia. And why I included this in the fashion show? I was doubting a lot, but decided to show it because if you watch the movie, you probably know that one of the ways to find his love for the Dracula was inventing a perfume. And he traveled a lot. He traveled, if I'm not mistaken, to India or like some different parts of the world, and he created this special perfume which was attracting all the women around. It was super attracting and poisoning for them, and he used a lot of flowers to make this perfume. That's why when I saw this dress I was like, okay, it can be part of the story. This dress also is full of floral embroidery which is like in different colors, and for me it was also part of the story. I was inspired with this. Hope our guests understood why I decided to include it, because from the first look you couldn't see like why we see it here. And let's see the next one with amazing name also, just because of the name I could include it. It calls Antoinette. If you watch the movie, you probably saw a lot of vibes of Marie Antoinette in this movie, a lot of queen dresses, a lot of Baroque, a lot of Rococo. For sure this dress was included, and a spoiler, the same model that Dracula will meet in the end of the show. That's why when he was watching, first when he saw her, he was already like reflecting, and maybe he doesn't believe that, oh my god, this is her. That's why he realized it only when she walked in the second look. And this is a detachable corset with detachable skirt, like 2-in-1, and I decided to add a beautiful accessory for the head. If you watched the movie, you probably saw Mina wearing a beautiful like crown also with some elements. And to be honest, for this fashion show I was waiting for so much for the same crown with the same elements, but what? This delivery was stuck on the way and I never received it. That's why I worked with what I had, but in my opinion it also went beautiful. Let's watch this next one, and To be honest, this look got so much attention after the show, and many brides contacted us like, oh my god, what is this dress? I never saw it. Actually, you saw it on our website. It's called Christie. It's made of chiffon skirt and a silky corset with amazing lines, like a deep neck part with some cuts on the waist, so it makes your silhouette absolutely stunning. But why you couldn't recognize this look? Because I added there these detachable amazing sleeves, absolutely matching the aesthetic of this show, and that's why now it looks different. And I want to pay your attention on the flowers that you can see in these looks. It calls Wildflower Art Floral, done by amazing talented Isabel, and you can see her flowers just did an amazing touch to all the looks, and matching super beautiful. And for your wedding, if you're a bride, contact Isabel, because the amazing part of these flowers, and I think also it's matching super beautifully the story that these flowers are preserved, so they're stabilized, and they kind of like dry but not crunchy. You can see it better in the profile. So using these flowers for your weddings, then after the wedding you just put it at home in your vase and just stays there forever. Amazing solution for your wedding when you don't want just to throw it away, and this is part of your story. And it's also like one of my favorite looks. What do you think? Let's watch the next look. And I think the most attentive viewers maybe notice this. This is the same dress as was number 2, but without that satin corset skirt. We just took it off. We took it off with sleeves and put this amazing silky cape on the shoulders. That's why it's like absolutely different dress. I think most people didn't even notice. So save this idea for your wedding, because you can also play with accessories and build just with 1 or 2 accessories opposite looks. And this cape includes like a high neck choker, and then this is a natural silk, which is like super flowy and playful when you walk and you move. The name of the next dress is Pirate. You didn't see it on the website. Why? Because just for this fashion show it was sent to us from the brand Rara, with a special thank to the brand, and it's a couture collection with absolutely stunning, amazing handwork. Because if you make a close look, you will see a lot of crystals in the neck, bust area, which are like falling like a rain. I don't know, even like maybe some, it's like a dripping drops, like you just went out of the rainfall. And also if you watch Dracula, it's all like dark, a lot of rain, romantic, and for me this bride is just like appeared from this rain. She's full of water. Look at this tail skirt, you can see a combination of different patterns, just a masterpiece. Like art. Next, probably the most unusual, the most unexpected one. It calls Mickey, and when you watch in front, what you see? High neck American line, you see some ruffles on the waist, and then you see silky shorts. This is like a boho vibe, it's like a bit lingerie style. And then from the sides we see a starting a falling longest tail, also full of ruffles, super playful, all the corset embroidered with beads and pearls. But the most interesting part, when you see the model from the back, super playful, super romantic. I also see here Gorgulia's vibe, Gorgulia's idea, but also for me it's like an angel. When you watch the movie, it's always like a battle of darkness and some light, and in this model I see the light, because in the end Dracula picks exactly the light side. He chooses a piece, he has his dark wishes, he has a dark story behind, but anyways he chooses this light part for his love. The next look is called Cutie. On the website you can see variation of this like a mermaid. Here we showed a new style of it with an outline from chiffon in the silk. You can see drapings of natural silk made in special secret technique of the Rara brand, and you can see the straps, they fall from the shoulders. They look like a braids, and to accomplish this look, to make it more like complete, I picked a full lace veil, which is not just lace on the sides, but no, it's like a full fabric, 2 meters with amazing tail. Let's move to the next model. She's wearing the dress Magdalena from a couture collection line that also now available in our store. What to say, absolutely stunning look, true couture I would say, because all this part on the top, it's all handmade, all the beads that you see, all the elements that is shining, it's all handmade. And look at this magnificent dramatic tail full of ruffles. So I think it's like a true royal, not even princessy look. Next dress, I think it's the same vibe as the first, which was a mini, but this is a long version with a different type of the strap, with the name Benjamin, also made of natural silk. That's why it's so much flowy. When model walks, you can see how light the skirt is. This bow on the neck part is detachable, so can be like this, can be replaced on the head as well, which will be also cute. I find it absolutely princessy, timeless as well, and beautiful romantic choice. The next look, which is just wow, called Demiana. You couldn't see also this dress on the website because it was exclusively sent just for the fashion show, but for some time it will be available in the store, so if you're interested, contact. Made of 3 pieces, we have also sleeves available for this. It's a corset with a basque transparent skirt with some body inside, so it will be transparent but important things will be covered. And of course a dramatic long tail which is detachable, and for the ceremony you can appear like this and then take it off and stay in the light patchy look. I want to pay your attention on the back part of the corset. It's not a typical straight line, it's like a roundy, which also makes for me this look even more special and interesting. Next dress, I think we're close to the final, maybe that's why, not maybe that's why, but of course that's why I included some of my favorite looks, and this dress calls Bliss. For me it's a true love. Look at this. First of all, let's look on the bottom part of the dress. A balloon skirt. It's not just a simple normal cut, it's like a volume shape, and when you walk it also helps you to walk, it makes it more comfortable. Let's move to the fabric of the dress. It's not just a satin, it is a natural silk, which is absolutely light. It's a bit shiny but not so much. The texture is just amazing. It keeps the volume without making it hard and heavy. Let's watch the waistline. It's not a V, it's not normal straight. It's with some cuts, which also reminds us about Dracula smile. And to me, it also reminds a bit historical costume. This volume sleeves, when you make close up to the corset, you can see the embroidery, which is also total handmade with some volume moving pearls. True masterpiece for me. And if you also appreciate couture, appreciate something unique, and yes, this dress maybe not everyone would understand. For many people it's something maybe too much, it's something unclassy, but if you're searching for something special, if I would get married, I don't know, today, I would say yes to this dress exactly. And I decided to add a pearl choker because this part is open and just a delicate, beautiful touch. Next dress is Gabrielle. Also, if we come back to the beginning of the fashion show, you saw our Minori corset with a silk skirt. So, silk skirt stays the same. What we changed, we took off the corset and put the mini dress Gabrielle, which is done of drapings and like amazing pattern of the fabric, natural silk. Also, you can see some volume, unclassy pearl embroidery with some lines and amazing touch. For me also it's like a true masterpiece, true couture. Dress makes amazing shape because on the sides it's with transparency, and just in front we see the floral bouquet, gives amazing touch and makes this look even more special. Next dress is from the same line. It calls Mineral and it's available in our boutique as well. Also with the same kind of fabric, natural silk, and here it's draped and produced with some special liquid, so these drapings are still permanent, they're not moving, and you couldn't see a lot of stitches there, so it's some secret technique of the brand. But when I watch this look, it reminds that this bride just went out also from the water, like she's some mysterious magical beauty. And watch the straps full of crystals and pearls. Watch the back part, when you move it's like also playing and absolutely stunning, absolutely charming. Open leg makes it even more flowy, helps to walk. I'm in love. Name of the next look, of the next dress is Dorothea, and of course when you watch you couldn't have questions like why it's here, because it's a true princess dress in a historical vibe. This fan was done by me, also inspired by the idea of this fashion show just one day before the event, and I think it's also accomplished the look very beautifully. I'm in love with the drapings, I'm in love with this volume on the sides, and first you can be scared like, oh my god, I don't want this volume on this area, but indeed when you try it, it makes a magic. It makes this illusion when your waist even smaller, and it just balances with this volume shoulders, so it looks amazing. Sometimes you watch the hanger and like, no, I don't want this, but then try it on and the magic can happen. And of course, here is our final look. And of course, this is our princess, it's our Mina, which Dracula was searching for many years. And for this look, I picked to dress Albert with the cape. To me, this super matching with the original look from the movie. When you watch it, you can see that she's wearing a gorgeous gown with some cape. In the original movie, she was also wearing a veil, a crown, which didn't arrive, but we played with some another accessory. And I decided not to include veil because for me it was already enough of this cape, but it's draped on some parts. You can see the texture of it. It seems heavy, but in real life it is super light. It's flowy. When model is walking, it's literally like flying behind her back. And look at the sleeves, absolutely cute. They're so dramatic, they're so volume. She's wearing the hood, which when she meets Dracula, he takes it off and he see her face with this crown. It was a magical moment. I couldn't see it in person, but then I watched in the video and it was like, oh my god, I got goosebumps. I even get it now. And the most magical part of it, it had a music line, which I created for this fashion show. And of course, at home I didn't know like which music will play in which moment. So that's why I combined this is here, it was like a big one soundtrack. But when she met him, exactly that music that I wanted started to play. It's from the movie. It is exactly that one when they met. It was just a perfect moment. We had the most beautiful fashion show final walk when all the models went on the runway, when my team also went to meet the audience when I came, and I don't know, it was so much special for me. It was for sure the day to remember, and I hope that with this video you could also feel a bit more of the idea, a bit more of the conception that I wanted to show, that love is existing, it's everywhere, you just need to keep believing in it. I don't want to say searching for it, but you should be ready to meet it in the right time, with the right person, or not the person, because love is not only about the people. So I wish everyone to love and to be loved. See you!